All right, Derby fans, who's ready for some more roller derby action? Welcome back inside the Hall of Dames. I am Clofton P. Grudge.
I am Olive Udai.
Olive is up here, all-purpose player. Olive up here now after all that jamming is now announcing.
What can I say?
That's right. We've got the Runaway Brides versus the Bombshells, and we're going to get to them momentarily. We wanted to let you know once again as we welcome you back into the arena, please stay behind that yellow line on the ground at all times. Stay behind that yellow line for your own safety and the safety of the skaters. Don't forget no whistling from the stands, and don't forget in line for the bathroom, the skaters take priority. Those are your three basic ground rules, and we're going to go ahead and get to the teams. I want to apologize to the teams up front, but we're having a laptop malfunction, so we are not able to get your custom team intros, but we're still going to get you guys introduced just right. Here we go, taking the track now, your defending league champion, Runaway Brides. All right, skating tonight for the Runaway Brides, number 00, Novocaine. Number 4, Cherry Kiss. Number D20, D&D's Nuts. Number 5.7 liters, Bone Sauce. Number 151, Ash Smash'em. Number 420, Astro Thought. Number 487, To Kill Ya. Number 623, Hollyhood. Number 713, Shank Williams. Number 772, Al Annihilate Ya. Co-captain number 100, Cryptic Kelly. And your captain of the Runaway Brides, number 95, Lightning the Queen. Coaches tonight for the Runaway Brides are Troy McClure and Nikki Badass.
Okay, taking the track is the Bombshells. Okay, starting with number 3, Enema Burns. Number 6, Tornado Alley. 24K Gold Dig Her. 48 Beater Cottontail. 55 Skid Vicious. 71 Madza oh my gosh, Incognito. Sorry, Mads. 182 Hannibal Lecture. 600 Thigh Voltage. 835 Scaren Jaeger. 1986 Columbiach. 1999 Shonuff. And the co-captain for the Bombshells, .44 Dirty Carry. Your captain is 1897 Impaler Swift. And the coaches tonight are going to be Laura Stabs and Ruff.
All right, we are ready to get underway. The remainder of playoff seeding is 60 minutes away from us. We already know that these two teams will be involved, as will the Coffin Draggers and the Brutal Beauties. Brutal Beauties are locked into the 4 seed, so they're waiting to find out who they're going to play. And then these other 3 teams can all wind up first, second, or third, depending on tiebreakers. So all of you Dice Coffin Draggers have already assured themselves of no worse than a 3 seed. And so once again, it's now our first tiebreaker is margin of victory. So essentially, the Coffin Draggers have to have beaten. I'm not sure. I'm not a league standings expert. All I know is that basically tomorrow morning they'll let us know who I'm going to be announcing on April 20th.
I'm pretty sure the Bombshells have to win by 57 to do something. That's all I know. 57 is a number that
more
is important.
importantly, the Runaway Brides are currently 4-0, and so if they finish the season 5-0, then obviously they'll be the 1 seed. They'll play the Beauties, and then the draggers and the Bombshells will be who second and third. It doesn't really matter who's who, I suppose. So that's what we're looking at. We're ready to get underway. Your first jammer for the Brides, Cherry Kiss.
And for the Bombshells, we have Scaren Yeager out before turn 1. Cherry Kiss fighting around what seemed to be mainly her own blockers.
Yeager now catching up to the pack. Several skaters down.
Getting
trying to
that
get out
one
of the way.
point that the Bombshells had held for them.
And Yeager calls it off, heading down out of the turn into the first straightaway just a little bit. So 2 points right off the jump. Bombshells first on the board.
We have Dirty Carry for the Bombshells.
That's Hollyhood for the Runaway Brides. Hollyhood coming in a little closer to the pack than usual.
Hood getting caught up on the low by a Bombshells wall. Carey struggling up against Alan Alatia. Not surprising at all, actually.
You know, Sty Voltage kind of sneaking through the pack and trying to create an opening at the front. There goes
And
Hollyhood.
Hood is out in turn 2 with Dirty Carry close behind.
So there's Dirty Carry now trying to put the pressure on. Hollyhood is going to catch up to the pack. Now runs up into those front blockers and calls it off.
That was pretty close.
Very close. I would believe that these first 2 jams are going to be largely indicative of what we're going to see for this entire bout.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Let's see. We are waiting to see, and it's going to be 2 points for the Runaway Brides. And we have an extremely early Bombshells Power Jam.
Power.
Look at this. Jam number 3 of the game. We had a jammer penalty assessed to Hollyhood. Wait, now Hollyhood's out of the penalty box. And
Maybe?
it is not a power jam.
Not a power.
We have a double jammer down, it would
Double
appear.
jammer, I guess.
Well, the important part is now it's Skid Vicious and
Oh.
Hollyhood.
I-
And we're going to have an OTO.
I think the confusion
You often,
is
yeah,
like
you
a
often see an
community
official
thing.
timeout. When the announcers are sitting up here slack-jawed and trying to figure out what's going on, an OTO often follows.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, we have a timeout. Evenly matched so far, 2-2. OTO as they discuss things over. 13-13 to go in the first quarter here in the very early going.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a really close game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited.
Hey fans, during timeouts, these first couple of timeouts, want to let you know about a couple of important charitable things this evening. The first thing is that we wanted to let you know about Reverend Knuckleface. We'll announce this here. We'll keep talking as this jam starts. Reverend Knuckleface, longtime league member, longtime member of the Regulators, is facing some health problems. They are currently having his medical bills piling up as he's trying to find a diagnosis for what's going on. Anyway, he's been unable to work, and we're doing what we can trying to help him out. All the proceeds from the cash raffle and the prize raffle tonight are being donated to him. Any tips for the snack bar and merch, and there's a donation jar by the front door. If you know Knuckleface, you know how much we love him, and we'd love you to help us out.
Hey, it's a power jam, and we have Skid. Oh my
look out.
gosh. That was. Oh my. The star came off her head.
All right, so Skid Vicious fell down into the kick plate along the bottom of the track, and her star popped off. Now is now coming around again to pick it up. The star sprung right off her helmet.
It has been picked up.
All right, it has been picked up. You have to have the star on to score points.
Yeah, so unfortunately.
Well, but she got out of the pack.
Oh,
she wasn't.
I guess,
right.
yeah.
So we'll check later on. Again, I'm not a regulator, so that's not my duty to try to figure out what the heck is going on. Meanwhile, yeah, as Olive said, it is a power jam after all. They did get it sorted out, and Hollyhood's in the penalty box. Big collision. Several skaters down. Skid Vicious getting up and trying to reestablish, and the clock is going to expire. Wow.
Yep, that looks like a commonplace, low-scoring power jam when you're skating
Yeah, there you
against
go.
the Brides.
So it's a 4-point power jam for the Bombshells. The Runaway Brides were able to prevent even one entire scoring pass. So 6-2 at the moment.
We have 44 Dirty Carry for the Bombshells.
And that's going to be number D20, D&D's Nuts for the Runaway Brides. And getting blocked off into the infield. Dirty Carry up to the high side. Kind of tries to get through a big block at the front of the pack there by Hollyhood.
D&D's Nuts sneaking out on the high. None of the Bombshells were looking. Not one. Callie with her beautiful, beautiful rainbow hair playing offense in the back.
That's Holly Hood and Cryptic Callie at the front of the pack, holding Dirty Carry back. D&D's
And
nuts.
Dia is out of the pack. Oh, fell, but was almost out of the pack, I guess. Got all the points maybe, though, so.
They did. D&D's nuts gets all 5 points, and the Runaway Brides jump in front of the early going, 7-6.
But unfortunately, D&D's nuts received a jammer penalty, so.
Yeah, it looks like we got another stoppage in play. It's going to be a team timeout. Team timeout, Brides. All right, team timeout, Runaway Brides, to talk this one over. As mentioned, all have said jammer penalty assessed to D&D's nuts as we were heading into that timeout. So we'll check it out. It could be the second power jam for the Bombshells out of 5 jams total. Meanwhile, we do have another thing here, and Olive, I'll let you. We have a thing here that they brought up to us about the Runaway Brides. Oh, we'll find it. Here it is. You would be so kind as to tell everybody about this wonderful. We're so organized up here. It's a professional operation, I swear. They pay us well.
Okay, we want to share our community-based Arizona Gives page. All proceeds go back into the program, which helps with programming on and off campus. Also, all donations are 100% tax deductible. The Arizona Gives Day ACCEL is celebrating by giving you the chance to change the life of a student at ACCEL. Get excited to join us as we make the year's Gives Day and the best one yet.
Oh, it's okay, Olive. Come on. You're fine. That's all right. I'll read it next time.
I am not fluent.
It's okay. No, well, I mean, you also got repeatedly hit in the head. Repeatedly.
Maybe a little bit.
All right, no, we are out of the timeout. It is another power jam. It's scaring the Jaeger for the Bombshells. Bombshells are going to try to get, they got 4 points in the last one, and we'll look at that right off the line. All the Bombshells just straight forward.
And the Brides are also down a blocker, which gives the Bombshells a smidgen of an advantage when it comes to a power offense. And they're definitely trying to hold Cherry Kiss in the back, but it's not very successful. So it looks like they're going to have to try and change strategies soon.
So we got
or
Mad
they should,
Incognito up there now, was trying to get in the way. You got a 3-pack of blockers out there. Cherry Kiss, Al Annihilation, and Lightning the Queen.
Sisters and Godmother? Sisters and
There you go.
Godmother.
So now Jaeger's just trying to push through in the rail there and is going to get spun down to the infield. Once again, another outstanding defensive effort at the front of the pack. Now still trying to find an opening. That was Cherry and Lightning.
It looks like we're going to have 5 more seconds of just skating.
That's right, and this is just going to expire because
friends.
Scaring Jaeger has not gotten out and so cannot call off the jam. And an excellent defensive effort by the Runaway Brides and a 0-point power jam.
That's how they're at the position that they are at, is
There
their
we are.
amazing defense.
We're going to have another stoppage in play and another timeout. And this is going to be a team timeout by the Bombshells. So the Bombshells are now going to take a moment to talk this one over. 7-6 in the early going. 9:44 to go in the first quarter.
I'm going to tell you guys about Sidewalk Surfer, personal sponsor of the Coffin Draggers, so I may be a little biased. But Sidewalk Surfer has a large selection of roller skates and skate accessories. They build custom skates and service all brands. Open 10 to 8 on Monday through Saturday and 10 to 6 on Sundays, and they're located in Scottsdale. I am a fan. I love it when people decide to sponsor my team, and they're awesome.
I went to
and
Coronado
so
High
kind.
School. It's right by Sidewalk Surfer.
I
I never
gonna
went
say,
to
what's the
Sidewalk Surfer. I
relevance?
don't skateboard.
Oh,
yeah.
They also do skateboard stuff if you're into skateboarding.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. That's why, All right, we're back to the action. I need to let you know we got a breaking news late raffle prize that I can let you all know about. Basically, it's just for people that are here in the arena, but I'll let you know more importantly, at the moment, it's a power jam for the Runaway Brides.
Yeah, Cherry Kiss taking the stand.
So we will see if the Bombshells are able to hold defensively.
And immediately just runs out on the low. That was Cherry.
So the Brides now are just going to hold up the pace of play. They try immediately to clear some space, but Cherry Kiss looking for a path around the outside and finds it. One scoring pass. Cherry Kiss now catching up with 34 seconds left on the jam clock. Tries to get by, sneaks past another blocker, and gets through. That's the second scoring pass for Cherry Kiss. Pack kind of pours by us, heading down into the corner. And now here comes Cherry up to the high side, gets by Impaler Swift, and fights by those last two blockers for another scoring pass. There's only 4 seconds left. Cherry is going to try to catch up and get at least a couple more points. Goes around Impaler Swift, and that is going to do it for the jam clock. All right, everybody's shifting around. It's a 15-point power jam for the Runaway Brides. 25 to 18. 18-point power jam. I misheard that, even more than that. All right. Hey, as this jam's getting ready, this is Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells.
And we have Bone Sauce for the Brides.
That's right. Bone Sauce premiering their new name tonight. That's super great.
Bearing the new name.
That's right. Super fun in honor of their dad. It is such a wonderful story, and I really like it. And they have a patch now in commemoration of him.
Aw.
So now the whole pack is just kind of coming barreling past us here in the back straightaway.
No one's gotten out yet, so that's cool, I guess. Oh,
Now
hey. Oh.
Nope, that was just a blocker. Meanwhile, pinned to the rail again. There's
Hey,
Scary
wait,
Yeager just drawing
okay.
a bead.
Beater Cottontail out in turn 3.
And Cotton looks back over his shoulder and is kind of trying to see what's going on. Scary Yeager again. Bone Sauce tries to sneak by on the inside. Gets up looking for an opening now. He's going to try to pursue those blockers to the front of the pack. Now he's going to try to get by Scary Yeager and is able to get clear. There's 4 seconds left on the jam clock. Here comes Beater Cottontail racing, trying to catch up, and doesn't look
Just like a
there's
second
no
late.
think. Yeah, needed about one more second. All right, no points for either side. Derby fans, here in the arena, we have a late-breaking raffle prize. Story Dispensary next door. I'm not making this up. They were supposed to get a surprise earlier, but they were late getting here. Anyway, I'm not making that up. So they got a surprise. We have a $100 gift certificate to Story Dispensary
Wow.
that they have brought over. It has to be used tonight, and they close at 10. That's the only catch. But go down and buy some raffle tickets for $1 each. You might win a $100 gift certificate to Story Dispensary that is good tonight. You can grab it on your way home. They're right next door. So come on down and hit that last raffle bag. That's going to be one we give away later. Back to the action.
This is a very evenly matched pack.
Very much is. That's
yeah.
Ash Smash'em for the Runaway Brides at the back of the pack. And up here at the front of the pack is Dirty Carrie.
Oh, that was kind of funny.
Dirty Carrie bumped off to the infield and slides into Gold Digger. Just again, just physical action and everything grinding to a halt. Thigh voltage and Impaler Swift back here are trying to keep, everybody now is just going to let the clock expire. Yeah, once again, if nobody gets out, nobody can call it. So I think I heard down a jammer. I thought, but maybe not. No? Do I see a
think
star?
you're incorrect. Oh my gosh. We have Hannibal Lecture for the first time for the Bombshells on the jammer line.
All right, Hannibal Lecture is out there. And then that's D&D's Nuts for the Runaway Brides. Just over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's 25 to 6. And that's with an 18-point power jam peppered in there. Oh, big collision. Everybody
full pack
down. Look
for
out.
the Brides, but small pack for the Bombshells. This is the least amount of people you can have with a jammer for, I don't know if you wanted to know that.
So Hannibal Lecture is trying to just outrun everybody at the back of the pack. Now here comes Hanny. Big block up to the high side. Knocked up into the rail is D&D's Nuts. Now knocked down to the inside. Hannibal Lecture crushed into the rail. Just avoided clocking herself in the back of the head heading down. I mean, the rail's padded, but you still don't want to hit it with your head, for Pete's sake. Meanwhile, there's still like half the jam left, and I'm already tired. What's going on here? Everybody's trying to get through the pack. Nobody has gotten clear yet. D&D's Nuts gets eliminated again by Mads Incognito, who then gets eliminated by one of the Brides blockers. Another huge hit. Skarin Jaeger hits D&D's Nuts, who shakes it off on the infield.
Skarin Jaeger and Mads have recently been working really well together as defense, and this is them showing off. This is their debut as a defensive power couple, I'd say.
No points for either side once again, and this time I'm pretty sure of it. We've got a power jam for the Runaway Brides. It's going to be Cherry Kiss on the jammer line for the Brides, but before that, there's going to be a timeout of some fashion. Official timeout says GG, heading up onto the track. So it's an OTO. So once again, 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. We've had an 18-point power jam by the Runaway Brides, and besides that, it's 7-6. But 25-6 is what matters because they don't count more depending on how you scored the points. 4:01 to go in the first quarter. Fans in the Twitch chat, jump on into the Twitch chat if you are. Let us know if you're, of course, one of our league fans watching us from home tonight. But if you're from a different league or somebody who's just checking us out, jump yourself in the Twitch chat right now. Say, hey, everybody. If you, let's see, how do you get the custom disco skate? You have to subscribe, I believe. Isn't that right?
I have no idea.
I believe if you subscribe, you get the custom disco skate emoji. So we are looking for that, of course, to match our wonderful disco skate hanging over our infield.
Yeah, I'm subscribed, so if you want to join the Cool Kids Club, you should subscribe to our Twitch.
Yeah. I have Twitch on my phone just so that I can subscribe to the Derby Dames. When am I ever going to use it? I'm always here. Actually, to be fair, I do get in there and I stir the pot while I'm in chat during tournaments.
I was going to say, during tournaments, I have it open when I'm announcing.
That's right. All right, back to the action we go. This is going to be Cherry Kiss for the Runaway Brides.
Oh, it's not a power jam.
It is not a power jam.
Yeah. So we have Dirty Carry for the Bombshells.
Well, there we go. That's the official timeout, was to get that all sorted out.
I doubt the Bombshells are mad about it, you know.
Dirty Carry is going to get escorted off the infield with high voltage.
Yeah, by Lightning the Queen, who's shocked, not me.
Now both jammers still getting fought down to the infield repeatedly. Lightning's going to try to spring Cherry, and out the middle goes Dirty Carry. Dirty Carry is your lead jammer for the Bombshells. Cherry Kiss is still not out.
But this means that Lightning is now on offense, and so Cherry Kiss gets out of the pack. The Brides are really good at switching from defense to offense, which is very important, and especially since Lightning and Cherry work so well together, it works often.
Dirty Carry was mid-pack and was kind of getting knocked up into the rail and was not able to call it off before Cherry Kiss caught the pack, so it winds up being 3 points for both sides.
So that is a 0-0 jam.
That is a push. We are setting up for the next jam with 3 minutes to go in regulation, and that's going to be Bone Sauce for the Runaway Brides.
Oh, and we have Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells. Cotton immediately taking it off.
Yeah, we've had a star pass. Had to check that bingo card once again. Skarin Jaeger takes over as jammer for the Bombshells, and now really throwing those arms into it and getting them moving is Bone Sauce catching up for the Brides. Jaeger up to the high side, trying to fight through and calls it off.
Maybe on time?
Crashed into
Maybe.
Novocaine.
Okay.
Meanwhile, there we go. Yeah, did
Dirty
get a point at the back
Carry
end. Wow.
Again.
Runaway
for
Brides
the
at the back
Bombshells.
end of the pack. So it was 3 for the Bombshells and 1 for the Brides. And yeah, Dirty Carry against Cherry Kiss. Both teams settling into a nice rhythm of jammers here in the early going.
Dirty Carry sneaking out in turn 1.
Yeah, Dirty Carry getting out of the pack.
Cherry Kiss fighting up against a 2-wall and slips out.
Able
Doing
to
a little
slip by,
fancy little
almost sort of
turn
accidentally got brushed off by their
Yeah.
own blocker, Shank Williams, but was able to get up and get around. So now, oh my goodness, Dirty Carry just hit,
That was one of
Lightning
those hits
McQueen.
where you make a noise.
Oh.
You make a
Yeah,
noise.
no,
when you
I
get
heard
hit.
Dirty Carry make a noise. I heard an oomph.
Yep.
That was a hard hit. Wow.
Definitely made
Watch out
some
for
of
Derby.
those noises the last
All right.
bout.
There's going to be about a minute
Dolly
to go in the first
Spartan.
quarter. It was 1
Dolly
point
Spartan.
for the Bombshells. It's going to be D&D's Nuts at the jammer line for the Brides. And our first-time jammer for the Bombshells is Mads Incognito.
Former teammate, may I say. Taught her all she knew. That's a lie. And immediately out of the pack, getting bobbed back and forth. Crowd is going wild.
Yeah,
Mads
this is the
Incognito is coming back for the first scoring pass.
third straight jam that the Bombshells have gotten lead jammer, but the last
Yeah.
time they were able to keep the Bombshells to just 1 point. Mads is going to try to, wow, Mads just
Whoa.
clearing the way. Mads goes right through Al Annihilate and Novocaine, my goodness. Wow, what a, just getting ahead of steam and getting past two of the strongest defenders in the league, let
Mads
alone on
is
the
one
team.
of the most stable skaters
My
I know.
goodness.
Can definitely take a hit and can hit others and stay standing. So there goes Mads.
Mads gets through the pack once again on a second scoring pass. There's still 10 seconds left on the jam clock. Meanwhile, D&D's Nuts is going to line up and try to play jammer defense. Mads Incognito has been
Ooh.
incredibly successful on this jam for the
Yeah.
Bombshells. Big hit there, though. Big hit there along the back straightaway. That was Cryptic Callie taking it all for the team, and Callie's going to get up and shake that one off on the way back to the bench. It's a 12-point jam for the Bombshells, and just like that, it's 29-25.
We have Dirty Carry for the Bombshell.
Oh, but
maybe.
first, we have to take a mandated break. That's right, it's the quarter break. All
I
right,
guess that
fans,
does
we're going to take
happen.
a 5-minute break, but like I said, right there at the end of that quarter is a big old 12-point jam for the Bombshells, and your score right now, Runaway Brides 29, Bombshells 25.
Okay, that was the second quarter whistle. We have Dirty Carry for the Bombshells and Cherry Kiss for the Brides. And sorry, everyone, the music's being really strange right now, so we'll see if it stays on. Wow, I jinxed it. Okay. Carrie and Cherry both, oh, I was going to say up against Strong Walls, but there goes Cherry Kiss out of the pack. That is Carrie busting out of the pack before turn 3. Cherry up against a strong defensive Bombshell wall. And the jam was called. Hey, first time jammer for the Brides. We have number 420 Astro Thought. And we have number 48 Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells.
It's playing. Oh, now it stopped. I'm telling. Thank you. Talk to Sandy and tell. I need to ask Sandy what she wants us to do. We're just.
Okay, both jammers slowly approaching the wall. Astro behind a tough Bombshell defensive wall. And Cotton finally making it up to the main wall in the front. Both jammers struggling, which is fair. Enema Burns trying to play offense for Cotton. Ash trying to play offense for Astro. Seems like both teams should change up their plan. It looks like there's been a star pass. Cherry Kiss is now in possession of the star.
Yeah, that was
Fighting up against the couple I was talking about earlier, Scaren Jaeger and Mads Incognito.
Okay.
And it looks like it's going to be an official timeout. Okay, we have Dirty Carry for the Bombshells.
And that's going to be D&D's Nuts for the Runaway Brides.
Both jammers hitting the same spot and falling. High Voltage trying to make often like holes for their jammer, but it just keeps getting closed the second Carry gets there.
Yeah, D&D's Nuts at the back of the pack, trying to fight their way through a wall. Really now has just kind of gotten down to Impaler Swift, just making it a personal mission at the back of the pack. Now at the front of the pack, there's Dirty Carry, and Dirty Carry's able to get down to the inside and is able to get lead jammer for the Bombshells.
Yeah, D&D's Nuts still struggling in the back. While Carry comes around for their first scoring pass. Gets hit off the track by Cryptic Callie, also a former Minor Assault. And Carry comes around, and there's just not enough time for another scoring pass.
Clock does expire. So 5 points for the Bombshells, 32-30. Brides are in front. We're going to have a timeout is what we're going to have. So Gigi's going to come out and signal really quick. It's going to be a challenge. Challenge by the Runaway Brides. Yeah, I was going to say it started to look like perhaps that was going to be a power jam for the Bombshells, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is a pretty low-scoring game, which is awesome. Honestly, it's awesome. Yeah, defense. Defense is crazy right now. Whoa. Everyone take a gander at the whiteboard right now and look at how many penalties the Brides have. That is crazy.
A humongous amount of penalties assessed. So, a challenge. They're going to be challenging at least one of those, but yeah, definitely a whole amount.
That is a
of
lot
so
of
we
numbers
could be heading.
up there.
We'll have to check out this challenge. Yeah. Anyway, we'll take a second aside for the challenge. Obviously, the teams still need to come up and discuss it, so this is going to be a while. Let's once again read some more of our wonderful, wonderful sponsor spots here and other things we would love to let you know about. Hey, our minor assaults. You've heard Olive mention a couple of times about the minor assaults program. If you're a skater between the ages of 10 and 17 and you love to skate, minor assaults are always looking for new skaters to join their team. Our coaches not only teach technique and knowledge of the sport, but they also help build leadership, teamwork, and problem-solving skills that will help in life situations far beyond roller derby. Minor skating skills, dedication to learn, and a positive mental attitude are all that we require. Come see what all the fun is about. Ask any Arizona Derby dame how to get involved.
The minor assaults captain, or coach, I guess, is number 772, Alan Eilicha on the Brides. So if you want to see the hands that your child would be taken care of it's Alan Eilicha, and she's awesome. She's really, really freaking good.
Well, that challenge still continues there in the back straightaway. We're still waiting for the discussion to carry on. So, hey, we will let you know about one of our longtime league sponsors, Copper Star Coffee. Copper Star Coffee is a locally owned coffee shop, and I would say bakery, sandwich shop. Calling them a coffee shop is really underselling Copper Star. Really, really. Bill, who runs Copper Star, my co-announcer for many years, he didn't like the bagels he was getting, so he just decided to make his own, and they were amazing. That's the kind of food you get at Copper Star.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
He
anyway,
is so cool.
Copper Star is on 7th Avenue. It's on the west side of 7th Avenue, just north of Indian School. It's an old vintage gas station.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see it right there, just heading into Melrose Curve. Check them out. Head on by there. check out their fantastic handcrafted drinks and their amazing food every day, starting at very early in the morning.
Yeah, his wonderful, perfect, beautiful, amazing daughter, Amelia, is the one that got me into the sport, so you should go over there to thank them for putting me in your life.
I was going to say Amelia Derhart. Amelia Derhart.
Amelia Derhart.
Number 37 for the minor assaults.
Another minor assault who
That's
is
right.
insanely talented. Doing theater and living her life in California right now.
San Diego, USD, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, the penalty was upheld. Kind of, we could
That
ask
was a
which
long
penalty.
challenge. I forgot it was a challenge.
Yeah, well, I know. It was, well, honestly, we were busy fixing the laptop and making sure the music wouldn't keep cutting out on us.
Yeah.
And also that it wouldn't keep playing that same Pitbull song over and over again.
Oh, yeah.
But we had some frenzied texting to Sandra Slay O'Connor, and I think we've got it all figured out. Thankfully,
Yeah.
Retromancer is a mage level programmer and actually jumped into the system drive and fixed the mouse. So we all good. It's a team effort up here in the announcer nest and the scoreboard nest and the iNest. I undersell it by calling it the announcer nest.
We love our refs. I love my refs. I tell them all the time.
That's right. All right, so we're just about ready to get back underway. Mama Seidel is discussing with Troy McClure and Laura Stabbs. Laura Stabbs, gosh darn it, I'm trying to think of, I try to amuse myself by thinking of everybody's, I think Stabbs is 27.
Stabbs is 27. I
Dang,
can tell you
look
that.
at that.
I know that.
Never forget. Back to the action we go. It is going to be a power jam for the Bombshells here. Down just 32-30.
We have Skid Vicious, yeah.
Skid Vicious to the jammer line, and it is, again, so many penalties assessed to the Brides. It's a very small pack for the Runaway Brides.
Yeah. Skid Vicious is a longtime skater, like season 1 skater or something. And doing her jump and jumps over oh no! That's the worst.
Skid
okay,
finally gets through those last two
go.
blockers. What an amazing scoring pass.
That
And
was
those
kind of crazy.
Those
The
two
recovery.
blockers for the Brides were just doing amazing. Lightning McQueen and Al annihilates us. Skid Vicious got knocked in the air and smashed into the ground. And now Lightning and Al are getting together. The blockers for the Brides are trying to keep them in play as Skid is trying to catch up for a scoring pass.
Like I said before, the Brides are at where they're at because of their defense. And the fact that they're playing against a full pack right now, there's 15 seconds left and Skid has only made it through once is crazy. That is crazy. So uber talented.
Skid gets back up on the track. Just 2 seconds left and Skid calls it off.
That was amazing, though. That was amazing.
What an effort. Just clipping Skid at the front of the pack.
Defensive takedown.
And the crowd doesn't even need to be told.
Don't you worry, I saw.
The crowd doesn't even need to be told to cheer for defense. They were already doing it. It is a 4-point power jam, though, for the Runaway Brides. Excuse me, for the Bombshells.
Yeah.
And the Bombshells jump in front after all that delay, 34-32.
We have number 4, Cherry Kiss for the Brides.
And number 182, Hannibal Lecture for the Bombshells. Small delay. And a couple of penalties up on the board. Brides are going to drop a blocker.
Okay, this is another very small pack.
Yeah, again, the Brides, there must have been a couple of muffskates from that humongous penalty glut. So, Brides again now. Just 2 blockers out there, and there goes Hannibal Lecture. Jammer race. Cherry with a jammer hit. Hannibal Lecture's going to settle in behind.
Hannibal Lecture.
Kiss, one of the faster skaters
on.
in the league. Hannibal Lecture keeping pace. Here comes Cherry Kiss up to the pack. Spins through.
Oh, my God.
Cherry Kiss
That was
corkscrewing through the
crazy.
pack.
Oh my gosh.
And Cherry Kiss got all
Ugh.
4 of those points on that pass.
Crazy.
Runaway
4-0.
Brides jump back in front, 36-34. And we have a power jam for the Bombshells. Dirty
Hey.
Carry on the jammer line.
Oh, maybe
Now
not
we
a power
don't.
jam.
Cherry Kiss comes back out to jam for the Brides. All right, so that was very sudden.
Yeah, looked
Well-
like the Brides didn't have a jam already, so Cherry just got up to do it again, and there she goes. Immediately after a crazy jam.
Dirty
is
Carry
lead
tries to get
by
by
turn
Lightning the
1.
Queen, and Lightning puts Carry up into the rail. Now trying to outrun Lightning again, and gets by Lightning, is going to get by Bone Sauce as well.
And there
Che-
goes Cherry Kiss.
Cherry calls it off as Dirty Carry threw the arms in, trying to get moving. 4 more points for the Brides, just under 9 minutes to go until halftime. I'm gonna, yeah, here we go. Next jam coming up, we've got Mads Incognito. I almost said Madzilla. Mads Incognito with the jammer line for the Bombshells, and that's gonna be Hollywood back here for the Runaway Brides.
Both jammers fighting their way through the pack. Hood makes it out with Mads very close after.
So we got another jammer ace, and Mads is up for the pursuit. Hollywood. Pack is also playing keep away, so we got ourselves a quickly moving jam here. Madzilla's trying to keep up. Hollywood is really putting some distance between the two of them, and Hollywood's going to get through. Call it off. Looks like she called it off in time to keep
It
Mads
looks
from
like
getting
it. I
any
think
points.
Mads only would have passed her own skater, so.
That's right. Hollywood gets 2 hard-fought points on the front end of that pack. 42-34. Brides are in front by 8 at the moment.
Very close game, very close game.
Very close. That's going to be Dirty Carry for the Bombshells, and that is also going to be
Bone Sauce. There we
for
go,
the Runaway
Bone
Brides.
Sauce.
And Bone Sauce kind of trying to tiptoe through. A couple of skaters tumbling. I'm just sort of watching the action here. Just so many people going in, trying to move. Oh, goodness. Skid Vicious just erased Bone Sauce in the back straightaway.
Yeah.
Huge hit. And up at the front of the pack now, it looks like trying
Dirty
to get
Carry.
around. Dirty Carry is going to just manage to get those last 2 blockers out of play. So Novocaine and Cryptic Callie still waiting over there to get put back into play. Bone Sauce not out yet for the Brides. Dirty Carry is going to get through and now has to
Against the
fight that
Brides
3
3
wall
wall.
by herself, soon to be a 4 wall.
I was going to say the same exact thing. Looks like the Bombshells have given up on holding Bone Sauce. And so it is now a jammer race. But Carrie calls it off. I think
Dirty
Carrie
Carry
could have
calls
made
it
it.
off, yep.
I think Carrie could have made it.
All right, the Bombshells put 5 more points on the board, 42-39. At the jammer line for the first time for the Brides is number 420, Astro Thought.
And who's that? We have Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells.
And Cotton is going to try to go along the inside, but that door gets closed rather quickly, then gets deposited hard on her cotton tail. Meanwhile, there goes Astro Thought trying to find an opening. Down to the inside and gets bumped off to the infield once again. Skaters hitting the ground and somebody just got, that was lightning. It just drove into Beater Cottontail's sternum. And now trying to get through. Now running, here comes Cotton again, and Lightning just
delivering her onto like her
Lightning
stomach,
with the
kind of?
shoulder. Put her in the ground with the shoulder. And now Cherry Kiss with our first star pass by the Brides. Cherry Kiss takes over as jammer. Beater Cottontail not yet out and is going to probably line up, try to play some jammer defense here.
Tries getting around Scare and Jaeger, but they covered the low successfully. Didn't that time, but another Bombshell was there to cover it.
There's 5 seconds left in this jam clock, and they're trying to keep Cherry from finishing the scoring pass, and is just able to do so. It's a 5-point power jam for the Brides. So the
We have
Brides
Skid Vicious for the Bombshells.
Hollywood for the Brides, 5 minutes exactly until halftime. The Brides are back in front by 8 at the moment. If you're just joining us, why? We are whistle underway. Skid Vicious up to the pack. Gets a blocker out of the way and gets moving, and Skid is out for the Bombshells. Evenly matched bout, back and forth. Hollywood gets up to the high side, gets a block with D&D's nuts, and then manages to just sneak by that last blocker heading into the turn.
Slides by everyone.
Yeah, very much so. Skid Vicious now catching up. Skid Vicious now picking up a flying wedge of blockers heading forward. It's illegal in the NFL, but we like it here. Meanwhile, Skid Vicious still looking at an opening and calls it off.
But the Brides did what they do best, and they made a wall, and they held it, and it wasn't broken.
Skid got 2 points out of that, managed to get her hips in front of a couple of skaters, and we're going to have a timeout. We got a timeout. It's going to be a timeout. Bombshells. That's usually a pretty good giveaway. Is the team that didn't field any skaters is probably the team taking a timeout.
Probably.
But we don't want to assume. So we have 4:01 to go. Ooh, 4:01 to go until halftime. Sorry, don't mind my old man grunt as I sit up. That seriously is just like, this has been an exciting bout. Like, I'm genuinely tense from having to call this action.
Yeah.
47,
41.
Yeah, 47-40. Yeah, we're on track right now at neither team to break 100.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
So don't forget, coming up at halftime, we've got our food truck still outside. That is all cooped up. That has smelled wonderful all night long. Every time somebody opens the door and our exhaust fan pulls in fantastic fried chicken goodness from outside.
Yeah, I'm eating the fries right now, and I can say that they're pretty good.
We also wanted to let you know, once again, we'll mention this. Show Nuff brought this up to us earlier on the Bombshells. We wanted to share our community-based Arizona Gives page. All proceeds go back into the program, which helps with our programming on and off campus. Donations are 100% tax deductible. Please feel free to share. We really appreciate it. ACCEL Excel is celebrating by giving you the chance to change the life of a student here at Excel. Get excited and join us as we make this year's Giving Day the best one yet. Miss Victoria's community-based classroom not only focuses on academics but also vocational jobs on and off campus. In this program, all of the students have a food handler's card, which allows them to work in the school's cafe, preparing student and staff lunches, as well as work at the register. Students really focus on their next steps after school and exploring different jobs. Be sure to check out that table here at the bout down by the raffle table at halftime.
You said that a lot better than I did. Skarin Yeager almost making it out of the pack, but is hit by Lightning the Queen, and then Lightning immediately pushes her sister out of the pack, and there goes Cherry racing around the track.
So Cherry Kiss out and clear.
Looks like Skarin Yeager is deciding to play a little bit of jammer defense. A nice four-wall in the back,
We got a toe stop back there. Infidel Castro's on it.
Cherry almost sliding around on the low, but got hit off.
Yeah, I was going to say, somebody's out there with half a skate.
Yeah.
Not sure who, but we'll have to check that out. I was going to say Castro picked it up, so we didn't have to call that out. Cherry Kiss finishes that scoring pass. So 15 seconds left in this jam. And once again, Skarin Yeager is just content to settle in there and try to play jammer defense, forming a four-wall at the back.
But, you know, Cherry Kiss got through a four-wall. It happens. Right as the game was getting close, a 10-point power jam comes.
That is right. That is an
well, I mean, it has been close. It's not getting close.
But
it's
a
been
very
close.
emphatic 10-point jam there by the Brides to try to push this lead up a little bit as we head towards halftime.
Yeah, we have Dirty Carry for the Bombshells.
And that's Hollywood once again for the Brides. Collision at the back of the pack, one of the blockers down for the Bombshells. Now still trying to find an opening, and there goes
Yeah,
Dirty
Carry out and coming around for the first scoring pass.
Hollywood still trying to fight through those blockers. Skid Vicious at the front of the pack along with Thigh Voltage are keeping Hollywood pinned in place and trying
really
to rotate
doing
back
a great
in front of her
job
once
at
again.
holding
Skid's
her.
keeping her. Hood's just trying to slap the hand out of the way.
Hood seeming a little frustrated.
Yeah, meanwhile, Dirty Carry finds an opening and goes barreling down the straightaway. Hollywood still getting knocked around. Now a big block by the pivot to clear Hollywood. 14 seconds to go in the jam. Dirty Carry now up to the high side. Weaves down through and is
Weaves
able to
through
get
everyone.
by.
And did call it off. That was some really good defense by the Bombshells. Great 2-wall by Skid and Volt in the front.
So it's a 9-point jam for the Bombshells. There'll be about 1:15 to go until halftime when this jam starts. Right now, Brides 57, Bombshells 50. That's Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells.
And we have number 4, Cherry Kiss for the Brides. Both jammers fighting each other. Cherry hitting Cotton off the track. But a looming Bombshells 4-wall awaits her at the front.
And we're checking here at the back of the pack. Beater Cottontail gets up from the infield, kind of back there hidden by the bench. So still just a tightly bunched pack, now grinding their way up here into the end of the back straightaway.
Yeah, but everyone seems to be held back by a really strong Bombshells 4-wall.
Beater Cottontail is trying to get by on the high side. Ash Smash'em is going to try to block Cotton into the rail.
And there was a star pass.
Been officially announced by everybody. So Hannibal Lecture taken over at the top of the track. There it goes.
Everyone seemed to have noticed it right when it happened, so I felt I could say
I would say so. Once everybody hears the eyes in the sky shouted over my mic from behind me, I think it's okay to announce it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, ended up being all academic. Officially, the Bombshells got lead jammer, but no points for either side. Quarter clock is going to expire, and I believe we are going to end this quarter with a Brides Power Jam. The Runaway Brides are going to send Cherry Kiss to the jammer line. And Cherry Kiss is going to be your jammer for the Brides. The Brides have, let's see, waiting for the jam to start. There it goes. The Brides do have all 4 of their blockers, so Cherry Kiss now is going to, oh wow, Cherry Kiss gets by Mads Incognito.
All I saw was Mads' leg above everyone else.
Cherry Kiss with a heck of a move, so the Brides are really going to try to get some points on the board here heading into halftime.
Just slides by.
Excellent blocking there in the corner, and now the Brides are going to try to move again, try to block for Cherry Kiss. This time Cherry goes to the high side.
And just rides along the rail. Comes and gets hits by Skid Vicious.
Got some defense there at the back of the pack this time with about 13 seconds left on the jam clock. Cherry Kiss to the high
Jaeger waiting
side.
And was unsuccessful, and there goes Cherry Kiss.
So Cherry gets through. I would definitely have to say that the Bombshells were very happy with keeping that to 3 scoring passes.
Yeah.
As easy as the first 2 went.
Yeah.
So we'll have to check the official score. And it is, as expected, 15 big points for the Runaway Brides heading into halftime. That does take us up to the halftime break, and at the moment, the Brides are in front. It's their biggest lead of the bout so far, 72-50. A big power jam at a very fortunate time for the Bombshells. We'll step aside for a 15-minute halftime break. We'll be back with the remainder of this bout in a little bit.
Okay, I'm going to do a siphon draw raffle prize. So everyone take out your siphon draw tickets for a chance to win some handmade, wonderful, amazing smelling products. Yep, skincare products. Okay, the ticket
right, Derby fans, we are just about ready to get back to the action. About 1 minute to go until the end of halftime here in our second bout of the evening. Let's check in with our people who are seeing their first Derby bout ever once again. Who all here, is anybody still here that's seeing their first bout? Yeah? Excellent. I hope
coming.
you all have had a good time this evening.
Yeah,
by
I
golly.
hope it fits your expectations.
That's right. As we said, our next bout is April 20th. That is Saturday, April 20th at 5 p.m. here at the Hall of Dames. And, of course, these same 4 teams are going to be playing that night, as we've said. That's going to be our playoffs. As we've mentioned, Runaway Brides are currently undefeated on the season and have won at least 11 in a row at this point, I would have to say safely. I have to go back and check before COVID. That kind of blanked everybody's memory of stuff. But meanwhile, as we said, Bombshells are fighting to try to be possibly the 1 seed, or we'll see. If the Brides win, it'll be the Bombshells versus the Coffin Draggers on the 20th, and it'll be the Brides versus the Beauties. That's what we're looking at now. We're ready to get started. 72-50. The Brides put 15 big points on the board heading into the break, and it's going to be Cherry Kiss at the jammer line for the Brides.
And Dirty Carrie for the Bombshells. Carrie going and playing some jammer defense, which is commonplace for the Bombshells in general.
Tightly bunched pack moving down into the quarter. Dirty Carrie is now going to be looking for an opening and tries to get around Lightning. Lightning wins that one and deposits Carrie onto the infield as Cherry goes by for the Brides.
A little bit of a tongue twister,
A
little bit.
Right.
Cherry
Meanwhile,
Kiss,
yeah.
untouched through the pack.
Now Dirty Carrie is going to help to line up and try to form a 4-wall at the back of the pack. Ash Smash'em tries to kind of break the wall apart. Cherry Kiss is looking for an opening.
Ash making a hole, but the Bombshells defense just immediately closed it.
And Cherry Kiss calls it off.
Cherry may have ended up behind all the blockers, but I'm pretty sure she did. Yep, 9 points for the Brides.
All right. So the Brides picking up right where they left off at the end of the first half. They're going to send Hollywood to the jammer line.
And we have Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells.
Hollywood goes around the outside, coming through the corner, and is going to be your lead jammer for the Brides.
Whoa, that was a whip! That was a whip! I repeat, that was a whip.
We've had a whip. There was a whip by Scary Jaeger. Check that bingo card.
Very enthusiastic.
There was a big collision at the back of the pack.
That was awesome.
Excellent whip, too.
Yeah.
And so there, Beater Cottontail catching up to the pack. Hollywood picks up 2 points.
I always try giving whips to my teammates, but no one's ever actually looking at my hands.
We got Dirty Carrie on the jammer line for the Bombshells.
And we have Cherry Kiss for the Brides.
Dirty Carrie is going to square up to play jammer defense right away. Now is going to try to take off and find an opening, but gets knocked around. Those Brides recycling in front of her. There goes Dirty Carrie, then finds an opening, was able to kind of squeeze by the rail there. That was Lightning. Now, here comes with a full head of steam, Cherry Kiss blasting right out of the pack.
Lightning signaling to her teammates to run up to the front, but Ash Smash'em is stuck behind, has become a point. And let's see if Carrie called it off in time.
Cherry Kiss was coming in as fast as she could and then leapt through the air back end first, trying to pick up a point on the back end, and was not able to do so. 1 point for the Bombshells. It's going to be a power jam now for the Bombshells. Hollywood coming down off the track. We're going to have a timeout. There's a timeout of some fashion. Let's find out what kind. It's a challenge. Runaway Brides are going to challenge probably the penalty that was going to lead to the power jam, one would have to figure.
Yeah.
So we'll have
Illegal
to find
block?
out.
I guessed that, actually.
That would probably
in my
be it,
brain,
yep.
that's what I assumed.
All right, illegal block. So score right now with 11:55 to go until the end of the third quarter. Runaway Brides 83, Bombshells 51. Don't forget to head on down to the raffle table. We've got some raffle prizes left to give away. We've got that new prize that was added, the $100 gift certificate to the Story Dispensary that has to be used in the next hour and 15 minutes. So we'll try to give that away before the end of the night for sure. We have a couple other prizes as well. So the raffle ticket's still for sale, and don't forget all the proceeds from the raffle, the cash raffle, and the prize raffle going to support our beloved Reverend Knuckleface back in Ohio.
We love you, Knuckleface. I love you. I'm also going to tell you about Lost Dutchman Tattoo. They're a tattoo shop specializing in various styles, from realism to traditional. You can also customize your own tattoo, and walk-ins are accepted. The shop is located at 4121 North 19th Ave, east of 19th Ave, north of Indian School Road. Yeah, woo for Lost Dutchman Tattoo.
Don't forget, the after party for tonight's bout is at Boycott Bar. Boycott is just north of Indian School on 7th Avenue, kind of right in that same little part of the Melrose Curve where you would find Copper Star Coffee and Short Leash and stuff like that. A very good Filiberto's. That is a very good Filiberto's right there. Anyway,
I love that I'll drive 20 minutes longer than going to a closer Filiberto's. Just go to that one. I love that one.
It is a very good Filiberto's.
The beans are the best.
I feel lucky that it is in our neighborhood. And Indian School. Yeah. Yeah. Jump in the Twitch chat and tell us if you have a favorite Filiberto's. Just hop on in there and let us know. Tout your favorite Filiberto's and the best thing they have there. I will tell you the Filiberto's by my house. California burrito, no guacamole with sour cream instead, and no pico with tomatoes instead. I'm a weird guy. I like how Olive just turned around and heard me go, I'm a weird guy, and that was like it.
Yeah, that.
But, you know,
yeah,
honestly, most things I say can be condensed down into that. Meanwhile, we also wanted to let you know, once again, we're going to tout it again. Our next bout, April 20th, Saturday, April 20th.
I'll be playing.
That's right. Olive will be playing. It'll be the Draggers, the Beauties, the Bombshells, and the Brides.
In what order?
We don't know yet.
Who knows?
We don't know yet.
Who knows?
Again, if the Brides win, it's real simple, and if the Brides do not win, then there's 3 teams at 4-1, and it is going to come
gets
down to
complicated from
tiebreakers.
there.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens here in the interceding 26 minutes and 55 seconds. Challenge still continuing along the back straightaway. So we'll read a couple more of our sponsor spots. Don't forget that we always love to have people join the regulators. Your regulators are out there right now doing that challenge. If you'd like to be part of the roller derby community, but hitting people really isn't part of your thing, and legislating those who do hit people appeals to you, then you could join the regulators. Regulator is an all-gender team. You don't even have to have a gender. Freya doesn't. Freya doesn't have a gender. Freya's part of the team. So yeah, gender not required. The regulators help keep our help keep our skaters on the track safe, help enforce the rules of play, keep the score right. Basically, it's all volunteer, and they're the ones that help us keep the game going. Ask any skater or regulator how to get involved. If you join the regulators, you too can listen to Peacock Calls by Lumbre de la Luna. You too can join the regulators and think that you're at the Phoenix Zoo. Please do not feed the Luna. All right, we can bring you the results of that challenge. Unsuccessful, so we will have a Bombshells Power Jam, and it's going to be Skid Vicious, as one would expect. That's right, Bombshells fans. Let's hear it. Get up and get going. Great opportunity for the Bombshells to try to hack into that Brides lead. The Brides have built up again, just stretching that lead out here at the beginning of the third quarter.
We have Skid Vicious. Skid Vicious, I love your socks. They're awesome.
All right, jam is underway. Skid cautiously approaching the track. Pack on the track. Jack. And Skid races to the outside but gets taken down. And now it's going to, wow, again.
But is trying to push their blockers out of play in the front. The Bombshells makes it. The Bombshells were holding 2 of their blockers in the back, but are only now holding 1.
That's amazing. That's the second power jam by Skid Vicious we've seen where she was almost clear and just got clipped and got knocked down just clearing the pack. Just excellent opportunistic defense by the Runaway Brides. And Skid's trying to push by, had a skate over the edge of the kick rail, trying to just grind through the turn with 15 seconds left in the power jam.
Skid Vicious knocked off by Holly Hood.
And then bumped off again. A bunch of blockers kind of shoved down into her. There's only 4 seconds left, and at this point, it's not really going to matter.
The Bombshells are trying to hold the strongest skater in the back, and they
And
choose
Al
Lightning.
Annihilate is demanding the crowd cheer for defense.
Yes.
Al Annihilate with an excellent defensive effort.
Another low-scoring power jam.
Yeah, another a 5-point power jam that
Yeah.
time for the Bombshells, but Skid Vicious picked up an above shoulders block.
Everyone's holding their hands up.
It is going to be a power jam for the Runaway Brides
Okay.
now. In response, Cherry Kiss on the jammer line. Brides changing out a bunch of skaters. Cherry quickly up to the pack, and Mads Incognito is going to run Cherry off to the rail, so Cherry gets up, reestablishes.
Cherry trying to break the point of contact between Scare and Jaeger and Show, and is now trying to challenge it different and is out.
So she's out, but 40 seconds left in the power jam, so the Bombshells with their defense able to eat up some time off the power jam clock, which is
Three-wall,
oftentimes. Yep.
and they get jumped over. Oh, and there goes
They
Cherry
got jumped
Kiss.
over, and Cherry tumbled to the infield, and all the blockers stayed on the track, so Cherry has to get up and establish behind that wall again, this time with no momentum.
Trying to get past Show
Slowly.
Enough on the high. Al Annihilate just slowly creeping in, trying to sweep the pack, but everyone moves out of the way.
Cherry is still kind of trying to push by that at the back
Hey!
end.
Oh my gosh! Beautiful, beautiful. Amazing defense by the Bombshells.
Yeah, excellent defensive effort there. And let's see, coming up to the jammer line now for the Runaway Brides, jamming for the first time is going to be number 95, Lightning the Queen.
Lightning the Queen. Wearing their brand new AZRD, another roller derby league in Arizona. Brand new helmet.
And the Brides are going to call timeout. So, Brides are going to take a team timeout to talk this one over momentarily. 8:55 to go in the third quarter. Brides 83, Bombshells 56. You know, we've mentioned the Twitch stream a couple of times. If you would like to, if you are here, and let me try that again. We've mentioned the Twitch stream a couple of times, and by golly, if you can't make it down to about, you can always watch the Twitch stream. Catch it look up the Arizona Derby Dames on Twitch. We broadcast all of our bouts. If you're watching us on the Twitch stream, thank you very much. We really appreciate you. Don't forget, follows are free. Every follow helps boost our league's visibility in the Twitch algorithm. And if you subscribe, why, subscriptions only cost like $5 a month on Twitch. Did you know if you're a Prime subscriber, you get a free Twitch subscription to anything you want? And then you could just start a Twitch account and subscribe to the Derby Dames.
That's what I did.
It costs you nothing
Nothing.
if you're a Prime subscriber. And it helps us immeasurably with our subscriber count and, again,
Immeasurably.
visibility. That's right.
Visibility.
That's right. Meanwhile, we're back to the action, and this time it is going to be a power jam. It's another power jam for Skid Vicious and the Bombshells. After all of that, during the timeout. So Lightning the Queen is back out there, but just as a blocker. Skid up to the front of the pack and is going to try to get those Brides blockers pushed out of play. Now gets some help from her pivot. Gold Digger. Still trying to find an opening. Skaters spinning around, Skid up to the high side, but Ash Smash'em just gets in the way and slows Skid down. Now the pack picking up speed. Skid tries to whip.
Quite
Gets a
the
whip up to the height.
tumble.
There it is. We have our second whip of the bout. Skid
whips.
gets to the front of the pack, and there they've got a skater goaded at the back. That's Ash Smash'em fighting to get clear. So there's 14 seconds left on the jam clock, and here comes Skid Vicious. And now Skid up to the front, tries to tiptoe by those last skaters. Not sure if Skid got by Lightning or not. We'll wait for them to let us know. And that'll do it for the jam.
That'll do it. That was funny. Skid whipped off of Gold Dig Her, and then Gold Dig Her ran into like 5 other people.
Ends up being a 3-point jam for Skid Vicious and the Bombshells. So again, another stalwart defensive effort by the Runaway Brides.
Yep.
At the jammer line for the first time for the Bombshells is number 3, Enema Burns.
Enema Burns. And we also have 420 Astro Thought for the Brides. Enema Burns playing some jammer defense. Bombshells doing what they do best, holding up a blocker in the front.
So both jammers were down at the back of the pack. Astro takes another tumble trying to get clear, sliding down to the infield. And up here at the pack, we're going to have a stoppage in play. All right, there we are. Our skater back to the bench. That's Astro Thought. Medics checking in, of course, as we mentioned before. Medics tonight, Morning Madness, Nacho Mama. We always say we hope that our medics only get to sit there and watch a fantastic derby bout for 4 hours, but when pressed into action, they are fantastic, and they're going to go over and treat Astro Thought on the bench. So, no points for either side in that jam that was called short. It looks like we're just about ready to get started. All right, we have on the jammer line for the Bombshells, Dirty Carry.
And we have Dia D's Nuts for the Brides. Both jammers fighting at the back of the pack. Well, I guess Carrie was playing jammer defense, but, you know, still fighting.
Another collision
and
back
is now
there.
up against a 4-wall of brides in the front. Not something you really want to be doing.
Yep, so another slow defensive pack making their way down here. And then taking over as jammer for the Brides is going to be Lightning the Queen. So Lightning taking over as jammer, trying to get that star on that helmet.
Let's see if the Bombshells can play offense enough for their jammer to get out by the time the jammer comes back.
And Lightning blasting
happen.
right through the pack, and Lightning is out and clear. There is 10 seconds left on this jam, and now Dirty Carry is going to line up to play jam defense at the back of the pack. Lightning takes a tumble, so Carry's going to get back up and reestablish in front, and the clock
Al
expires.
stepping right over Gold Digger.
Checking what's going on down here on the track, and it would definitely appear that we have another Bombshells Power Jam.
Scaren Jaeger for
That's
the
right.
Bombshells.
That is going to be Scaren Jaeger up there. The Runaway Brides have really been really good on Power Jam defense, and I know the Brides are really good at defense anyway, but in this game, their Power Jam defense has taken a step up. They are really, really tightening down the screws on Power Jams. Just about ready to go. Several blockers up and down. And I think we're finally all set. And there we go. The Power Jam is underway.
The Bombshells in position to hold Novocaine away from the jammer. Left that whole low open for Jaeger to just run into the bride wall.
So they're at the front of the pack. You see that we've got, well, they're going to hit Jaeger off again. It's Cherry. Oh, taking a tumble there was the pivot for the Bombshells.
Almost running Bender over.
Okay, now they're going to come up here and get moving again. You got Novocaine, that is Lightning the Queen, and Cherry Kiss. So this defense by the Runaway Brides is a family affair. It's a mom and two sisters. And so far, extremely effective. Scaring Jaeger yet to get out. Now he's going to race around the outside and get clear. Jaeger's got 13 seconds to get back around to the pack. Jaeger's going to go around at the back of the pack. There's Lightning trying to block the way. Now you got Mads Incognito trying to clear a path.
Around Novocaine, probably, maybe?
So it's a 4-point power jam. 4 points there for Scaring Jaeger. We've seen this matchup before. We've got Dirty Carry for the Bombshells. And
maybe no jammer for the Brides.
yeah, Cherry Kiss just flings the star cover back toward the bench.
Oh, never mind. We have Lightning the Queen for the Brides.
Yeah, apparently, yeah. Cherry must have been skating in a second jam in a row and had to go serve a penalty really fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is going to be Lightning the Queen, and it is going to be Dirty Carry.
The Brides doing what the Brides do best, defense and playing jams back to back and over and over and over again.
Yeah, that is right. The Brides only have 2 blockers out there right now, and Lightning the
tough
Queen
hit.
is tough
Delivered
hit at the back
by
of the
Skid
pack.
Vicious.
Lightning's still going to try to get clear. Meanwhile,
Trying
Dirty
to
Carry
hang
is
on
not
to
yet
Alan
clear.
Eilich's jersey, trying to drag her way through. Dirty Carry out. Lightning spinning around and making it out in turn 4. Everyone's trying to catch up to the pack. That was going pretty fast. And Carrie calling it off very enthusiastically, as she should.
Dirty Carry with some quick running strides to get by along the outside. The Bombshells put 4 more points on the board. 3:05 or so. Be 3 minutes to go until the end of the third quarter. We're going to have a timeout. That would appear to be the Runaway Brides' second half timeout, but let's wait for confirmation. Okay, the Runaway Brides have used all of their timeouts. Runaway Brides are out of timeouts for the rest of the bout. That strikes me as fairly early to be out.
Honestly,
so yeah, it must have been
third
something
quarter.
Unexpected along the way that caused them to have to take a break. I mean,
Probably how close the game is.
yeah.
Brides
So
aren't
yeah,
really used to
that could they have no challenges and no timeouts. The Bombshells have 1 of each to use, so could come up strategically as the bout continues. Looks like we got ourselves a raffle prize. Number 145, Taylor Terror.
Okay, get out your tickets for the Lost Dutchman. Lost Dutchman tickets, okay. 495-715. I'll say it again. 495-715.
If that's you with the Lost Dutchman tattoo winning ticket, we need you to yell, wave your ticket. Let us know because we will just give it away again. We got to. Is that us? That was it?
Lost Dutchman?
Okay.
Did someone win? Awesome.
That guy.
There he goes. Okay.
Okay, the Lost Dutchman tattoo goes to a lucky winner. 91-67. Bombshells are endeavoring to keep this thing close. The lead right now is 24. It has been higher. We got Mads Incognito on the jammer line for the Bombshells.
And we have Cherry Kiss for the Brides. Just sliding right on by the Bombshells wall. But Mads Incognito is very close behind.
Now we really got a jammer race. There goes Mads at
There
the
we
inside,
go.
and Cherry calls it off.
2 former teammates, 2 friends.
Absolutely.
Sounds like roller derby.
Okay, Cherry Kiss going to come right back out there.
Right back up.
Right,
She
you
just
know.
can't help it.
Yeah, well, a good little wind sprint. Meanwhile, Dirty Carrie is out there for the Bombshells.
I wish I had Cherry Kiss's stamina.
Didn't you jam like 88 times in the last
Not
bout?
as much as this. Not as much as her.
I'm going to have to go back and track this on the bond. I'll tell you what.
I don't know. Back to back to back to back is not my thing, and that is what Cherry Kiss does. And look at her. She's
And
literally lead.
Cherry is out again. Dirty Carrie
Turn
almost clear, and Lightning McQueen, wow, excellent sliding block. Just kind of got a knee in front of Dirty Carrie and just shifted her momentum. Little jiu-jitsu move. Meanwhile, Cherry
Slides
Kiss is
right on through.
right through the pack. So now at the front of the pack, Dirty Carrie's trying to get clear, picks up a blocker, trying to get around Lightning McQueen. Meanwhile, here comes Cherry. Cherry up into the rail, looking for an opening. Impaler Swift is going to try to keep a beat on Cherry, but Cherry gets by the outside.
The offense for the Bombshells is fast, but the Brides recycling is faster. But there goes Dirty Carrie in turn 3.
Cherry Kiss now going to catch up. Excellent block by Gold Digger. Gold Digger up, and a big old hit up there at the top of the rail.
We have Hannibal Lecture for the Bombshells and Ash Smash'em for the Brides.
All right,
I
shifting some
think
blockers
there's
up
an
and
Ash
down.
Smash'em fan. I
Yeah,
don't
it sounds
know.
like we got an Ash fan here. So this could be. That was a 10-point jam for the Brides, by the way. Cherry Kiss with 10 points. Is that hard hit coming in there on that third scoring attempt? Meanwhile, Hannibal Lecture is at the front of the pack and is just trying to push by Lightning the Queen, trying to just use the rail for leverage, and Lightning is up to the task. So, and Lightning with a humongous shoulder. Look out, those shoulders are loaded. Be careful with those. Meanwhile, now with the block, Enema Burns trying to spring Hannibal Lecture, but Lightning stays with it. Now
Lightning's
Burns is
very good at handling
Burns again trying to get
2
through there.
people.
Excellent defensive effort by Lightning, but Lightning then comes
There
off the
goes
track.
Hanny.
There goes Hanny with 24 seconds left in the jam.
Yeah, lead jammer.
There's 14 seconds left on the quarter clock. So
Hanny can definitely make it around. I believe in Hanny.
Ash Smash'em is still pinned at the back of the pack by Scaren Yeager and Mads Incognito. Meanwhile, Hannibal Lecture at the front of the pack. Enema Burns trying to clear some space. Now the other
All
two
the
blockers come
Bombshells
in, and
going
there they
up
go.
and sweeping, and there goes Hannibal Lecture.
Excellent. A sweep up coming right around the pack and closing it off.
That was beautiful.
Hannibal
Waterfall
Lecture.
drills coming in handy. There we go.
So it's 5 points for the Bombshells. Your score right now is 101-72.
Hey, you said that they might not hit 100, but I don't know. It looks like they have.
Yeah, I was going to say 101-72. The Brides have tipped up over 100 for the bout. And we're going to take our last quarter break, so don't go anywhere. Brides in front right now by 29, 101-72. But the Bombshells trying to hack into that lead. We'll see what happens. We'll be back to the action in 5, and we got some more raffle prizes.
Yep. We have a ticket for Rio
way out. We've got that. Don't forget to check out the Excel table, Show Nuff's organization. Check that out on your way out as well. Just about a minute to go. All right, we're back to the action. One more quarter of action to settle all of our playoff needs. 101-72, the Brides in front right now. That's Astro Thought at the jammer line for the Brides.
And we have Dirty Carry for the Bombshells. Approaching the pack and does not play jammer defense. Surprising. And there she goes, busting out turn one. Dirty Carry.
Astro gets knocked to the infield and is just trying to squeeze back on the track behind the person that knocked him off. And Skid Vicious playing some gamespersonship down there in the turn. And then now taking off, Cherry Kiss taking over as jammer for the Brides. Astrothought trying to clear some space, and Astrothought just got hit hard. Knocked backwards. Dirty Carry fighting through the pack. Dirty Carry is getting knocked off the pack and calls it off with about 1/4 of one wheel still touching the track surface. Checking on the score, 3 points for the Bombshells.
We have Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells. Oh, and maybe just Beater Cottontail?
That's right, it is going to be a power jam for the Bombshells. We're going to have a team timeout.
We have a timeout.
Is what we're going to have.
Team timeout.
There we go. Laura Stabs calling timeout, so the Bombshells going to talk this one over. So this is a real critical moment. Bombshells currently down by 26. There's 14 minutes to go, let's say. But yeah, this could be absolutely huge for the Bombshells if they can put a large power jam on the board right here.
Yeah,
that
honestly.
makes it a whole new game. So we'll have to see what happens. That's, I'm sure, why the Bombshells have taken a moment to talk this one over. Another of our longtime league sponsors is Tucci's Touch Massage. Tucci's Touch Massage specializes in deep tissue, trigger point therapy, and much more. Ask any skater around here. Ask me. Ask Freya. A lot of us go to Tucci's Touch. I mean, I say us. I'm not even like a skater, but like I go because my legs are terrible. And it actually works fantastically well. The massage therapy is great. Tucci is often here at the bout, often giving, especially at tournaments, giving free chair massages to skaters between bouts. Definitely check them out. Look up Tucci's Touch on Facebook. Ask us for any more information. They're often here at the bouts. Like I said, we give away a free 30-minute chair massage when Tucci's here in the evening. So we are back to the action, and it is going to be a power jam for the Bombshells. It's Skarin Yeager at the jammer line.
Give them a hand, guys. Maybe your supports will get them through it.
And we're underway, and it's an otherwise full pack.
Bombshells lining up to hopefully open the low for their jammer, but the Brides immediately closed it.
So that's Skarin Yeager, now trying to find some help, gets a blocker, gets routed off again.
The Brides recycling, being as amazing as it always is.
So now Yeager waiting for a blocker. Now that pivot's going to hold off and wait at the back, try to wait for them to be able to get the front of the pack pushed out of the way. Now here comes Skid Vicious. At the back of the pack, Novocaine trying to break the goad, and they sort of just let Novocaine go at that point. And now Mads Incognito trying to clear space. 17 seconds left in the Bombshells Power Jam. The Bride's defense so far up to the task. Jaeger has not really even gotten to the top level of the Bride's defense. There's only 5 seconds left, and at this point, it's all academic. And let's hear it for a defensive effort by the Runaway Brides. So ends up being no points on the Power Jam. The Runaway Brides quash that potential chance for the Bombshells to put large points on the board. It's going to be Ash Smash'em for the Brides now.
And Dirty Carry for the Bombshells.
Bombshells are trying to basically go to Ash Smash'em at the back of the pack so they can get Dirty Carry free. Dirty Carry again bumped off to the infield by Cherry Kiss.
Skid pushed Lightning out in front of the pack to hopefully get her away from the jammer, but then the pack stopped moving, and so Carry is still up against Lightning the Queen.
Now those defenders once again coming together. Skid Vicious trying to clear Dirty Carry. Neither jammer out. Ash Smash'em still at the back of the pack and gets pushed off to the infield. Now Dirty Carry up to the high side and gets past, but is not going to be able to get back to the pack. And it's again another outstanding burning off of 60 seconds off of the clock by the Runaway Brides. When you're holding a lead, you can make the clock your friend. 101.75, no points for either side. We've been stuck at this score for almost 3 minutes of game time. That's going to be bone sauce for the Runaway Brides.
And that is Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells. Cotton's been doing a lot of jamming.
The both jammers at the back of the pack trying to inch forward here.
No one's really moving.
Bone Sauce just trying to find an opening, moving up and down that line of Bombshells blockers. Beater Cottontail also playing jammer defense. Now down to the inside. .30 seconds left on the jam clock. Now Beater Cottontail's going to try to take off running.
Finally, some movement.
And
everyone's fighting.
And is able to get through. And then falls. Oh, goodness.
Come
and a big block
on,
at the front of the
get
pack.
Up.
Beater Cottontail was almost clear, and then another big block from
So
Skarin Jaeger.
close.
Cotton ends up
So
skidding to the
close.
ground on her stomach.
Happens to the best of us.
Okay. We're going to have a double jammer down. We're going to have an official timeout at the moment. At the moment, they're signaling double jammer down, but we'll see momentarily. Hello, please turn your flash off in the stands. Please turn your flash off. It is apparently interfering with the line of sight of skaters and regulators. So please disable your flash. Thank you. Meanwhile, it is going to be a double jammer down. Double jammer down, of course, meaning that both jammers picked up penalties in the last jam, which with all that arm fighting in there, that's not a surprise. So your two jammers are going to be Ash Smash'em once again for the Brides.
And we have Dirty Carry for the Bombshells.
We once again have gone through 3 straight 60-second jams with no scoring.
Yeah, impressive, honestly.
Yeah, it is
Great
really
defense
the
by
Brides are
both sides.
The Brides are enforcing their will on the end of this bout. Ash Smash'em trying to find an opening at the back of the pack with Dirty Carry now dealing with Astro, Thought, and Lightning the Queen at the front of the pack. Now Ash trying to kind of dispense with the blocker, and there goes Ash. Ash Smash'em.
There she
Is out and
goes.
clear for the Brides.
Dirty Carry fighting up against, who was that? Astro Thought and Cherry Kiss.
Cherry Kiss with a hard hit to Dirty Carry, and now Dirty Carry's going to line up to play jammer defense. So Ash Smash'em with 30 seconds left here on the jam clock is going to kind of coast in and then run into those blockers at the back of the pack. This has turned into a lot like the last jam. You can tell the Bride's strategy here. It must be pretty plainly obvious that the Brides are absolutely planning to have about 7 more jams in this bout.
Yeah, Dirty Carry out. Maybe not enough time to get around. I don't know.
It's kind of a firm statement on, like, I feel like this is the Brides almost putting their stamp on being the 1 seed heading into the playoffs. Because it was sort of like there was a chance they might not be, depending on, you know, at the beginning of the night. It was like maybe the Bride, well, no, the Brides are going to be the number 1 seed. You know. The road to the title is going to go through the Brides just like it always does.
Yeah, who's shocked?
Same
no
as
one's
it ever
raising
was.
their hands. Well, I
So
guess the refs are.
Brides in front here, 104-75, and again, that's 3 points for the Brides. That's the first points we've had scored in 4 minutes of game action. The Brides, again, are just absolutely putting their thumb down, and they're holding this game, plainly planning on just running the clock out at this point throughout the entirety of this quarter. There's these D&D's Nuts is jamming for the Brides. Scary Jaeger is up to the front of the pack. They're trying to hold D&D's Nuts at the back and get Jaeger free by the goad.
Bombshells still playing excellent defense in the back against D&D's Nuts.
Jaeger's at the front of the pack. Those 2 defenders for the Brides are still right together. That's Al Annihilate and Lightning the Queen.
And Hannibal Lecture and Cotton are holding Dia very well in the back.
So, everybody just drifting on through, and it looks like we're going to burn another 60 seconds off.
Yep. No points. Just skating.
There we go. No points for either side. No lead jammer. And that has happened 4 of the last 5 jams. Well, now we're going to roll into a power jam for the Bombshells. It's going to be Dirty Carry at the jammer line. So D&D's Nuts picking up a penalty at the back end of that pack. So with 7 minutes to go until the end of regulation, and now Dirty Carry is going to try to eke out some offense. Before we get to that, it's going to be an official timeout. So the regulators are going to take a moment to talk this over and make sure everything is all set. So put a bookmark in that. It may not be a power jam. We'll have to see after this timeout's over. So right now, 104-75, Runaway Brides are essentially trying to freeze that score right there. 6:57 to go in regulation. OTO is over. And I can sense all of up here watching the Bombshells and kind of feeling like you're watching game tape already, because definitely with 6:57 to go, the Bombshells are going to need to overcome this deficit in which the Brides haven't allowed any scoring in almost 15 IRL minutes.
Yeah.
So I feel like at this moment, it's not official, but it may be the Brides Beauties and then Bombshells Coffin Draggers.
Yep.
We'll see.
I mean,
6:57 to go.
I'm not complaining. I love me my Bombshells.
So anyway, we will make it official at the end of the bout, of course. It is a power jam for the Bombshells, though. And hey, it's a 29-point lead. And if Dirty Carry can get through the pack here and get a couple scoring passes in, tighten things up a little bit, you never know. Fought to the high side. Dirty Carry trying to find an opening. It's Al at the back of the pack. Little bump to Dirty Carry to knock her off to the infield.
Brides having a nice solid 4-wall up at the front. Pretty much unbreakable as always.
Got Al, Lightning, Cherry Kiss, and Novocaine. And we've got Dirty Carry still trying to find an opening. Meanwhile, the blockers keep knocking the other blockers, the Bombshell blockers, off the track. So 14 seconds left on the power jam clock. Dirty Carry checks the clock on the way by. Gonna get knocked off again by Cherry Kiss. 2 seconds left, and that's gonna do it. The clock expires. Another emphatic defensive statement by the Runaway Brides.
For those of you that are new here and you're wondering why people will just skate around and do nothing for a few seconds, it's to try and avoid penalties. If there's a few more seconds and you know the jammer's not going to make it around to score more points, then you might as well do nothing and not risk getting penalties, especially this late in the game.
Yeah, if there's no chance, if it's all academic and if you get your jammer out, exactly. So you just see everybody kind of try to skate clean. Right off the jump there, Hannibal Lecture gets dumped to the infield. It's Ash smashing for the Runaway Brides. And
the
at the
star
front
has
of the
been
pack,
passed to Enema Burns, fighting up at the front.
Enema Burns trying to get clear, running into those Brides defenders and gets pushed off to the infield. And at the back of the pack, there's Ash trying to get clear. Enema Burns trying to fight by Cherry Kiss, and Ash Smashem is going to get clear for the Brides instead.
Yeah, Cherry Kiss, not only a good jammer, but also a good blocker.
Setting up at the back of the pack, Enema Burns is going to play some jammer defense back there.
We have a 4-wall, but the Brides decide to use pack definition to their advantage and make the Bombshells skate forward, which makes it harder to hold a point of contact.
Calling it right down here in front of us, Ash Smashem, so. Lining up on the jammer line now, no points for either side. That's going to be Bone Sauce for the Runaway Brides.
And we have Skid Vicious for the Bombshells.
Now a blocker sent out there for the Runaway Brides. And I was going to say there was briefly 2 pivots, and then Lightning stashes it.
A tripod up at the front. What?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Skid Vicious trying to fight by on the outside.
Oh,
and now has
Skid
to outrun
Vicious
Novocaine and is able to do it.
Doing her jumps and gets out.
Big cheer from the Bombshells fans out there. So Skid Vicious now coming on around. Bone Sauce is at the back of the pack and is kind of a de facto goad. So the Bombshells are just kind of trying to turn this into a power jam.
Ah! Yeah!
And there's a big collision at the back of the pack, and you got 2 of your blockers down.
Skid
Meanwhile,
Vicious.
yeah. Skid coming around. Bone Sauce is going to try to blast through the wall and get around, tiptoeing through. 19 seconds left in this jam, and here comes Skid Vicious. Quickly up to the front of the pack.
Fighting up against Lightning the Queen.
Yeah, this time Lightning the Queen was able to get in a defensive stance and slow things up. Skid Vicious gets back up on the track and calls it off. So
Great
good
job,
offensive output there by the Bombshells.
Yeah, great defense, great offense. It was awesome. I loved it. 7 points.
7-point jam for the Bombshells. Cut that lead down to 22. We got another another official timeout.
I don't know. The Bombshells look pretty happy, cheering to their section of bleachers.
All right, so.
Unofficially deemed Bombshell fan bleachers.
So yeah, 3:02 to go in regulation. Again, Runaway Brides 104, Bombshells 82. And you know the interesting thing is as we mentioned, the Brides have made it really hard for the Bombshells to score points. But if the Bombshells can hack out a couple of more 7 to 8 point jams, it's really going to change the complexion of this thing.
Yeah, honestly.
So.
I have faith.
And now we see the regulators together there at the front straightaway discussing something. So I'm sure we're going to have some kind of update once this is over. We'll get back to that. .302 to go here in the 4th quarter of the second bout. Let's jump, if you're on the Twitch chat, hop in the Twitch chat and let us know. Play of the night, if you've been watching all evening, or whatever you've seen, jump in the Twitch chat and let us know what was the play of the night in your opinion, and basically who wins your MVP this evening. So hop on in there, and not really voting going on. Nobody wins a trophy, but, you know, call out some things that you saw and liked during the bout. All right, discussion has concluded. No updates up here, so apparently no change in game status necessary. So once again, your game reset. We have 3:02 to go in the fourth quarter. The Bombshells are down 22. Bombshells just put 7 points on the board. Runaway Brides have no timeouts and no challenges. Bombshells have no timeouts and 1 challenge. And here we go. It's going to be Beater Cottontail for the Bombshells.
And we have Cherry Kiss for the Brides.
One of those kind of important linchpin kind of jams right here. I think whoever gets lead jam here and can put some points on the board is really going to help their cause as we drop under 3 minutes to go. Both jammers, Cherry Kiss actively trying to find an opening. Beater Cottontail down to the inside. They both wind up on the infield. Now Beater Cottontail up to the pack. There's a solid 3-wall of defenders up there for the Brides with another waiting in the wings. Cherry Kiss is just trying to tiptoe by along the inside and gets bumped off to the rail, runs out of space alongside of Meds Incognito. Now up to the front of the pack, there's a collision, trying to get through. Beater Cottontail is looking for an opening. Tries to get by on the inside and Lightning the Queen with a huge block.
Bombshells playing great defense.
Both teams are playing great defense. Mads Incognito just hit Cherry Kiss so hard that Cherry Kiss got a little whiplash action going on.
Yeah.
Still, neither jammer is out. And the Bombshells would, the Brides would certainly settle for neither jammer getting out. It's not like they have to get their jammer out to kill 60 seconds off the clock.
But there goes Beater Cottontail.
But that is going to do it for the jam.
Yeah.
So the Runaway Brides, again, super effective at not letting anybody out. Again, just enforcing their will on this quarter.
Yeah.
They have made this fourth quarter more or less go as they wished it to. But we have another power jam for the Bombshells. It's Dirty Carry on the jammer line. Cherry Kiss did pick up a penalty. So once again, as I'm starting to talk about things like they might almost be over, here's Dirty Carry for a power jam for the Bombshells.
Going up against Novocaine and Lightning in the front. And Shank. Skid trying to go in and play a little bit of offense, but gets hit off the track by Lightning.
Tried to go by Novocaine on the rail and had that shut down. Now Lightning is going to block Carry off again onto the infield. So Dirty Carry is basically just trying to go up solo against that 3-wall of Brides defenders while they have D&D's nuts pinned at the back of the pack. Carry again, they're trying to push those blockers out of play. Once again. And now Dirty Carry's able to get out. Dirty Carry checks the clock.
Carry.
12 seconds left, and they've got to hold this pack up. They're going to try to keep D&D's nuts goaded so that they can control the pace of play. There's 4 seconds left. Dirty Carry gets the ghost point and is now just going to try to go right up the middle and gets hit hard. Ran right into Shank Williams.
You know a Bombshell jammer gets out when the crowd goes crazy.
That's right. Dirty Carry gets 2 points. Dirty Carry got that ghost point at the back. 104.84. There's 23 seconds left in regulation. So this will more than likely be our last regulation jam.
Yeah. Cherry Kiss for the Brides.
And Show Nuff for the Bombshells.
Show Nuff.
Show's first time jamming tonight.
Yeah, another longtime skater.
And there goes Cherry getting out. Show Nuff is at the back of the pack. Sliding up and down. It looks like both teams are definitely trying to not get any penalties. Cherry Kiss looking for an opening. And it is called off as Cherry Kiss approaches the pack.
Taking a little bit of a tumble.
Little tumble there at the end, so that expires the regulation clock. We will check and see if we have any penalty jam action. 2 points for Cherry Kiss.
Matt's getting a penalty, and it was her 7th, which means she's out.
All right, approaching trackside, and now with the whistle, we have a final score.
Win.
Remaining undefeated on the season and entering the playoffs as the #1 seed, it's the Runaway Brides.
Everyone come down and get your high fives. Come down, hurry up, run, get your high fives. Great job from both teams, honestly. Again, crazy defensive game. This was really impressive.
Absolutely. Both bouts really were incredibly physical and hard fought.
I felt it.
Yeah, well, I would say. So these same 4 teams are going to come back on April 20th.
Hope you're not sick of us.
Absolutely, and we'll wait a second here and give the Bombshells some love. And the bride's obviously hard fought. Here's the Bombshells. Bombshells are going to come around
Okay,
now.
and come and get your high fives from the People's Champs.
There they go. The Bombshells out there. The Bombshells crowd is letting them hear it. A lot of Bombshells fans down there as well.
Hey, so I think this means I'm playing against the Bombshells in
That
playoffs.
would be correct. So our playoff matchups are set. Our final standings are set.
I
The
love them.
Runaway
I love
Brides.
the Bombshells, but I don't want to play against them.
This is the Runaway Brides as the 1 seed versus the Brutal Beauties as the 4 seed. And then the 2 and 3 seeds are the Coffin Draggers and the Bombshells, and who's who, it just kind of shakes out depending on tiebreakers. It's kind of irrelevant.
Yep.
And that's your settings. So the Valkyries finished the season in 5th, and the Schoolyard Scrappers end up the season in 6th place. That does it for our regular season. Let's give away this cash raffle, why don't we? We've got Taylor Terror up here, number 145, ready to give us a winning raffle ticket.
Okay. 50-50 raffle tickets. Get them out. Get them out. The number is 103-323. 103-323. Oh my gosh. Taylor Terror wins the 50-50 cash raffle.
Did you really?
That's awesome.
Wow.
Dude.
Congratulations.
I did it like last minute.
Yeah, well, there you go. Hey, Taylor, what was the final pool?
The final pool.
Final pool?
Yeah, what did you just win?
What'd you win?
Do you not even know?
You don't even know.
Taylor Terror doesn't know what.
I think it was 60.
Okay.
60.
All right,
Hey.
not bad.
Hey.
There we go. 60 to the
60
yeah.
more
So
dollars
60 to
to
you, and then we
Reverend
60 to
Knuckleface.
Knuckle.